Okay, I wanted to video this before we started the project, but I totally forgot. We just purchased this Fleetwood pop-up 2007. And what I think was the problem is that you see this seal here? This is what it's supposed to look like, your air conditioning gasket. Ours look like this. You see how thin that is compared to that one? I mean, it's significantly thinner. I mean, I'll put it right next to it. It's like half of it, okay? So, because of this gasket, this was simple enough for me to take off. I did this basically by myself. I just turned this over. Now, my husband was in there and undid the long screws, which were a 7/16 nut, right? Bolt, 7/16 bolt. And I just flipped it on its side because you don't want to lay it backwards because of the coil. The cover comes off by pulling up the back end to the front. Not the front to the back, but back to the front. And because this gasket was worn out, it caused the water to leak. And I believe that's what caused the camper to crack as bad as it did. Now, do you see? Oh, my cell phone is hot as the dickens up here. But do you see that? So the object of us doing this is to get the camper flat again. Previous owners used silicone, and you can see silicone doesn't adhere to fiberglass. So we're going to fix all this. And now, also, previous owners put all this silicone caulking into to seal the air conditioning unit, the bottom of the air conditioning unit, and that's a big no-no. The air conditioning unit drains. It drains, so you can't seal it like that. It's got to have, that's why you seal it with the gasket. And because of the gasket was bad, they didn't take the gasket off to replace it. They just put the silicone on there. So it took me a little bit of time to get it off. A razor blade didn't work. I had used a flathead screwdriver and just went through here like this and got that off and peeled it off. So once we peeled all that off, we've seen that this crack, let me get close in there. The cracks are there. So my husband's already started to brace it, and it is still wet because we had a bad storm last night, and that's what made us realize it. I mean, we just got the camper yesterday, and last night it rained about 3 inches. So he is bracing the bottom half right now, and I'm going to show you how we're pulling this up. And then once we pull this up, we're going to use a product that's fiberglass tape, and we're going to tape that. But I'm going to pause this and go downstairs so I can show you from the inside.